everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about toothbrushing and flossing for an autistic child. I'm going to be straightforward and honest with anybody who's watching. It took me a minute to do it for Castiel. I was really scared and nervous, and the task really seemed daunting, and it just seemed like too much. So I really did just push it off with him. When he was a baby, I would let him play with like the toothbrushy thingies because he was putting things in his mouth anyways. But as he got older, it was just really hard, and he would fight back, and it was just so bad. So I didn't brush his teeth, and I didn't floss. He does have a cavity. He's 6 years old. He's already lost 2 teeth. The second one was just a few days ago. But when he lost his first tooth, I was like, oh my gosh, like, holy crap, like he really is getting big, and I really got to do something about this. I always thought, baby teeth really don't matter, but the big teeth really do. And so I was like, you know what, I just have to start this. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do it right. And so I started with the flossing first. I used the string floss, and I would give him some. And I didn't try to get anywhere near him. I just used it, and the flavor was key, and it still continues to be key. So what I do is I get the mint floss, and I had the string. I gave it to him to play with, and I didn't get anywhere near him. I just let him get used to the object, and I did that for 2 days. And the third day, I got in with him, and he didn't like it because obviously I'm like messing with something he's doing that he likes to in his own way. But I was in there, and I got 1 tooth in, and he was like, whoa. And he was able to let me do another tooth. Didn't let me do anything after that. And so I just stopped. I was like, I got 2 teeth. That's a win, And so little bit by little bit. So the day after, I tried to do more, and I got the tooth on top. And I just kept doing that until I was able to do the whole mouth. And I didn't like it though, because I was wasting so much string in the little box. Like the only little box lasted me for about a week because of how much string I needed to use to get in there, and it was just too much. But me and my husband, we like to use the flossing picks, and these are mint flavored. And I was like, well, maybe if he likes the string, I can get him to use these, which would be a lot better. And it was a success. He was already used to the floss getting in between his teeth and everything. And this, like, it still tasted minty, so it worked fine for us. It was an easy transition for us to do. Then I did the toothbrushing. Same thing, he was already used to something in his mouth, and so I let him play with the toothbrush by himself, a little bit of water on it, and then I kind of went in there with just the plain water, going in there. I also did start off with a training toothpaste that had no fluoride in it, but I didn't want to stick on that because it doesn't have really any benefit for him. So what I started to do was I would put this toothpaste on it that has fluoride, and then I would go ahead and put that on the bottom, and then the training toothpaste on top, and I would just try to go, because he still swallows. But I had spoken with this physician about it, and he said it was okay for him to swallow just a little bit of fluoride, because I guess we all do when we're brushing our teeth. And so now I don't do that anymore. I do just the fluoride toothpaste, but I just put a little bit, and I try to go in there, on each side, up, down, around, everywhere in his mouth. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how I brush and floss Castiel's teeth. So let's get started. Brush teeth.
Without loose.
Do you want to use this one, or do you want to use cars?
That way.
Okay. So you go ahead, put your toothpaste on. I'm going to go ahead. Castiel, use cars. Oh, we're going to go ahead and brush your teeth. Hey, you, hold on.
I learned cars.
Do you want me to brush your teeth first today? Yeah? Okay.
I don't want cars.
Okay, baby. Good job, Ezekiel. Okay, ready? Okay. Come on. No. Come on. Good job, Ezekiel. Come on. Ooh, somebody's too giggly. Ooh, somebody's too giggly. Okay. Good job. Huh?
Oh, you come.
Yeah, you gotta do your tongue. Test out. Like this? Teeth? Like this? No. Yeah, I see. No, thank you. Okay. Did you get your tongue picked out? Okay, spit. Go. Good job. Cassie out. Cassie out. Spit. Your turn.
I did it.
Good job. Your turn. Cassie out. Spit. Oh no, you're in a laughing fit, aren't you? Okay. Okay, spit. Your turn. Spit. No, okay, not today. Are you all done? You all done? Okay, I have to do yours again. Oh my goodness. Okay, come here. Spit. 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 Good job.
Did you do floss?
Yes, we're gonna do floss.
I want a towel.
Okay. Dry up your face, your hands, your chest. Okay.
I like floss.
I know you do. Good floss?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all done with you. Cassie, all your turn. Come on, Cass.
Dad.
Floss. Okay. Gotta do these big boy teeth first. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Good job. Oh, that one got stuck. Good job. Good job. Yes. Okay, top teeth. Good job. In between. Good job. Okay, got you there, didn't I? Good job. Oh yeah. Good job. That's good. High five. That was neat. Good job. Okay. That went really well, actually. He had a laughing fit, which is part of autism. They kind of just get uncontrollable laughter, and you just saw it while I was brushing his teeth. But yeah, that's usually how we do it. I will usually brush my teeth with Ezekiel, but he kind of was in there like, oh, we're gonna brush our teeth, you're gonna do me too. And so I did brush his teeth, and you can see the difference between Castiel and Ezekiel and how they kind of respond to commands and stuff. I told Ezekiel to spit when he was brushing his teeth and when I was brushing his teeth for him, because obviously we missed some spots, so I'm gonna go in and double check. And he spit. He listened to me when I gave him the water, you know, like gurgle, and he had certain cues that he could follow right away on command when I told him to. Castiel, can you spit? Like, you know, your turn. I showed him. No, he still didn't do it. But yeah, that's usually how I brush his teeth in the morning and at night. You have to prep for it. It can be a big thing. They both go to school in the mornings. So Ezekiel has to be at school by 8 and Castiel has to be at school by 8:30. And so I usually have Castiel's lunch because he takes his lunch into breakfast for school. And it usually takes me about 45 minutes to get them ready, all dressed and set to go. So I will usually start this process around like 6:45, 6:50. I go wake them up, get them to go to the bathroom, brush their teeth, get dressed, get their backpacks, make sure everything is ready, and then we're out the door. So yeah, make sure you plan for that. And yeah, so I hope this helps, shows you a little bit, and I hope you like it. So please don't forget to subscribe, and until next week.